Hi guys! Venomous snakes are known as some of the deadliest animals in the world. Their venom can paralyze, even kill their prey in just a matter of minutes. It's no wonder that most animals immediately choose to run away as soon as they see a venomous snake approaching. But it turns out there are some animals that aren't afraid at all. They're brave enough to attack, hunt, and even make venomous snakes their daily meal. Here are 7 animals that actually make venomous snakes their meal. In the first place, there's the secretary bird, guys. This African bird has the scientific name Sagittarius serpentarius, which roughly means snake archer. No joke. The way the secretary bird hunts is really brutal, because they stomp on snakes over and over with their long legs until the snake dies. Besides that, the strength of this bird's stomp can reach up to 5 times its own body weight, enough to crush a snake's spine in a single blow. Interestingly, guys, many people think the secretary bird is completely immune to snake venom, but in reality, it can still be affected if it's bitten directly. That's why this bird is always careful and makes sure the snake is really limp before swallowing it whole. What's interesting is that about 2/3 of the secretary bird's diet is snakes, and the types of snakes it attacks are often among the most venomous and deadly species in Africa. In fact, this technique of stomping while spreading its wings makes the secretary bird one of the most iconic snake predators in the world. Next, there's the mongoose, guys. This small animal is famous for its legendary battles against cobras, which are some of the most venomous snakes in the world. The ability to fight deadly venomous snakes comes from special acetylcholine receptors in the mongoose's body, which make it much more resistant to neurotoxins than other animals. With this ability, venom that can kill a human in a matter of hours will only make the mongoose a little weak and won't kill it. The mongoose resists venom and uses its speed and agility to dodge cobra bites while seeking a chance to strike the neck. The mongoose's jaws are strong enough to crush bones, equipped with 28 sharp teeth, including deadly incisors. Even though they are partially immune, mongooses can still be seriously injured if too much snake venom gets into their system. So this fight is actually not as easy as people think. However, even so, in many real encounters, the mongoose more often comes out as the winner thanks to its combination of speed and venom resistance. Next, there's the honey badger, an animal that's famous for its fearless nature. In fact, 1/4 of the honey badger's total diet consists of snakes, including deadly venomous snakes like cobras. This ability and bravery are due to the honey badger having a special genetic mutation in its nerve receptors, which makes neurotoxic venom much less effective against it. In addition, the honey badger has thick and loose skin, so snake bites often do not penetrate deeply enough to inject as much venom as possible. And it's not just snakes. The honey badger also often hunts venomous animals like scorpions without worrying about their deadly stings. In fact, there's a famous case where a honey badger was bitten by a cobra, then passed out for several hours as if it were dead, but then suddenly woke up and immediately devoured the snake's carcass. Interestingly, this behavior made many researchers initially think that the honey badger was completely immune to snake venom, when in fact it's just much more resistant compared to most other mammals. And because of this combination of courage and physical resilience, the honey badger has even been dubbed the world's bravest animal by Guinness World Records. In fourth place, we have the king cobra, guys. It's the longest venomous snake in the world and actually likes to eat other snakes. The king cobra is a specialist in eating other snakes, including other types of cobras, small pythons, and even other king cobras. No joke. According to recent research, some king cobras can get almost half of their calorie intake from eating other snakes. In fact, in June 2024, there was a rare recording in Singapore showing a king cobra swallowing another, smaller king cobra alive. Cases of cannibalism like this turn out to be much more common than scientists previously thought, and often happen between close relatives. King cobra venom itself is strong enough to paralyze an adult elephant, but when it comes to other snakes, the venom actually becomes the main weapon for hunting food. Interestingly, female king cobras are known to build special nests for their eggs, a rare behavior that is seldom found in other snake species. In fifth place, we have the king snake, guys. Its name means king because of its habit of conquering other venomous snakes. See you next time. Interestingly, even though this snake is able to prey on other venomous snakes, it is actually not venomous at all. In fact, the king snake regularly kills and eats rattlesnakes, a dangerous venomous snake commonly found in North America. The ability to be immune to other snakes' venom comes from a special protein in its blood, which can neutralize various types of snake toxins before the venom has a chance to harm its body. Because it is non-venomous, this snake hunts in a unique way by biting right behind the head of another snake, then immediately coiling its body around its prey to suffocate it to death. Interestingly, king snake doesn't just prey on rattlesnakes, but also on rat snakes and cottonmouths, which are also highly venomous. Research shows that the blood of the eastern king snake has the broadest spectrum of protection against various snake venoms compared to other types of king snakes. This ability makes the king snake one of the most effective natural predators for controlling the population of venomous snakes in its habitat. Next, there is the Capuchin monkey, a primate from Brazil which also preys on snakes. Interestingly, research in the Piauí region of Brazil found that wild capuchin monkeys of the species Sapajus libidinosus are able to distinguish between dangerous and non-dangerous snakes before deciding to attack. No joke, this monkey has even been recorded attacking live snakes, tearing their bodies apart, and then eating them as an additional source of protein. Scientists used to think that capuchin monkeys were more often victims of large snakes like constrictors, but after observing them in the wild, it turns out their relationship isn't that simple. In certain situations, it's actually the capuchin that becomes the predator. This ability is supported by their visual intelligence and high cognitive skills, allowing them to assess the level of danger before attacking. Even so, this fight is still risky. There have also been cases where the capuchin actually became the victim of an attack by a large python. So the relationship between the two can really change, depending on who is superior at that moment. At number 7, there's the Roadrunner, a super fast ground bird known as one of the natural enemies of the rattlesnake in the American desert. This bird can run at speeds of more than 30 kilometers per hour, fast enough to avoid deadly attacks from the venomous snake. What's most interesting is that the Roadrunner's hunting method truly relies on strategy. When facing a rattlesnake, it will spread its wings and tail to distract it while luring the snake to keep attacking. After the rattlesnake starts to get tired from repeatedly launching failed attacks, the Roadrunner immediately grabs its head. The snake is then slammed repeatedly against rocks or the ground until it finally dies. Even though its beak is not designed to tear flesh, its long and strong shape is very effective for gripping prey and then striking it hard. Even though the rattlesnake itself is one of the most dangerous snakes in America because it has very deadly venom, thanks to the Roadrunner's speed, agility, and clever hunting strategy, Roadrunner often manages to come out as the winner in this fight. There you have it, 7 animals that actually make venomous snakes their meal. I hope this information is useful, and see you in our next interesting video.